Right, before we start this podcast, if there's one brand you could be sponsored by, you get unlimited whatever you want from them, what would it be?
Unlimited whatever I want.
I think mine would be McDonald's. Just like, I am the McDonald's guy. Like, I'm as famous as Ronald McDonald, and I just get free on-tap McDonald's anywhere I go, me and all my friends and family.
Famous Nick-on burger. If we're saying like non-Disney things, it would be Diet Coke or Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, I'm literally in Pepsi colours today.
You've
by
got like
accident,
Diet Coke car.
Yeah, 100%. I'd love that. I'm a Diet Coke girly, guys. You know, that friend, everyone has that one friend who just drinks a drink.
Diet Coke
Gives me hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Banging song. Also, I'm a Dr. Pepper girly there, wasn't I? I love Dr. Pepper as a treat. Diet Coke every day, every day.
Yeah, ready.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Elz Tells.
Ba-dam, bam, bam.
Elz
Elz Tells.
Elz Tells. Elz Tells. What you telling? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Not as tight that week.
No,
That wasn't as
it
good.
was an echo.
Like that bit in Brother Bear when they're fighting with the echo. It's like, no, you shut up.
You shut up. Yeah.
Hilarious. This week we are talking about being a Disney influencer.
Thank you. I can talk all about that. I'm big time. I'm big shot.
I'm going to be as honest as I can. And all that.
Do I need to ask the questions here?
You can if you want. I mean...
Am I important enough to hold the notepad?
Not really.
You cling onto the notepad every episode.
This is more, keeping us on the track and things.
All right, go on. You ask yourself the questions.
No, you can.
I'll provide.
These aren't really
I'll provide
questions.
the colour and the flair to keep it interesting while
These
you talk
aren't
about
really...
yourself.
No, they aren't really. No, they aren't really questions. They're things that I think people would want to know because I used to want to know. Things like PR, how much do you get paid, tips on how to get started.
The juicy goss.
The juicy goss, as much as I can.
Elz Tells, the big juicy goss episode.
Elz is telling the goss.
Elz Tells all.
Yeah, exactly. It's an OK Magazine spread. My first question to you then is, what do you think an influencer is?
Not you.
Not me.
No. Influencers, they get such a bad rap. It's like Disney adult, isn't it? Bad rap.
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
It's just like the first thing you think of, right, is phone, right? You think of someone who's glued to their phone, who's got their phone out in every social situation and interaction. When you're not doing your thing, I must say, you're not actually that glued to your phone. Like,
Doing your
so
thing.
we're not going out to dinner and you're sat there on your phone, not talking, because that would drive me insane. I wouldn't have married
Okay.
you. That would drive me insane.
Yeah, I think that's interesting actually, because I suppose you think influencer, you think these sort of like perfect girlies or boys, like kind of gym lads who post photos of their food and stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
I'm so glad you're not that. I couldn't sit with you waiting to take a picture of your food before you eat it. I'd just be like, please.
Only at Disney.
And that's different because like you're also like not doing it the whole time. Like when we went to Disney World. Mm-hmm. You were not like constantly taking content.
I think it's very important to do a Disney holiday because you want to be there and you want to do it, not just for the content. For me, anyway, on my page, I've always wanted to be 100% authentic and genuine.
Oh, because you were taking photos with you hot and sweaty. You were like, no makeup, hot, sweaty.
100%.
Looking a mess.
Bucket hats, the lot.
But you're not like, you're fully dolled up. Like, I'd like,
because,
yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I follow some Disney influencers who do the best Disney parks photos and they look amazing and they're in dresses and they look fabulous.
But that must take so much effort.
But that's just not who I am as a person. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be authentic for me to turn up to a park, full face of makeup. I'd be sweating it off in 2 seconds. Let's be real. Some people take outfit changes with them and I totally respect the grind, girlies. I really do. I'm just not built for that kind of life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not dissing it. I'm just, that would be so much effort.
Yeah.
And I just feel like then we'd be almost committing a lot of that day to you doing that, as in like you taking photos and getting content. Like we are literally taking a quick snap, often whilst we're waiting to go another ride or something like that.
I think what's hard for UK Disney girlies, you see these American influencers and they live right next to the park or they go there every year and it's quite easy for them to like plan the content, make the content, like they've got annual passes or whatever and they can go like whenever. Whereas people like me don't have that.
It'd be like you rocking up to Longleat, innit?
Yeah,
because it's
exactly.
like an hour down the road.
It's an hour down the road.
And you can just rock up there all the time.
Take some clothes, posed by a lion. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think that's what I think of. I think of phone when I think of an influencer. I must say, like the other thing you think of is money. You think they've got loads of money.
You do. I do think that is a common misconception.
Rich and phone.
And kind of like easy life is a lot of what people would think of
I think a lot of other people think it's easy life. I don't think it's easy life because I've got, you and other friends I know who do kind of social media as a job and YouTube. That's not an easy life. That's full-time job.
Well, it is an easy life. Like, let's be real. It's not like you're down the mines. Like, it's an easy life.
Granted, yeah, no, it's as hard as my office job.
It's a grind.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like oh man, you get it so easy compared to me. Like,
right.
When I see the amount of hours you're doing sat in front of the screen and the amount of hours I'm doing sat in front of the screen in an office job, it's the same. It's not like a,
Do you know what's not the same?
What?
The salary. But we'll get into that.
Yeah, you're not getting...
In terms of what is an influencer, follow account is something that comes to a lot of people's minds, correct?
That would probably what defines you, yeah.
Okay, so a nano influencer is 100 to 10,000.
Is nano the smallest you can get then?
Yeah.
Like, literally like...
Yeah.
So if you're under 100, you ain't influencing
You're
no one.
not, yeah.
You're not even influencing...
Your gran is following you, isn't it? A micro influencer is 10k to 100k. I'm micro.
You're tiny.
I'm small girly. Then we've got macro, which is 500k to 1 mil. So I don't know really what's going on between 100k and like 500k. They've just missed out that on the scale.
Is there anything above macro?
No.
I mean, to
You're
be fair,
celebrity, surely, by the time you've got over 1 million followers.
No, I wouldn't say you're celeb. And I think that's the often misconception, is especially when they do things like TV programs and they bring on influencers and I'm like, these ain't celebs.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Celeb, I consider like, fair enough, like YouTubers, like big YouTubers who come in, and I'm just like, okay, like millions of people watch these people. They're like celebs. But I would consider like big TV and movie stars and like hosts and people in music bands and stuff. Influencers, celebs.
No, but see, you've got people like GK Barry. You know GK Barry?
Obviously, I know GK Barry and I love and adore GK Barry.
There you go. She was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of It.
Oh, it's weird though, because I don't consider her an influencer. I see her as more credible than that.
Well, there you go. But
I see her as like a podcaster and media and
now
presenter.
She is,
and
but
like,
that's because she was an influencer and now she's got more things, more feathers in her cap.
Branched out.
She's branched out like we are. Look at my podcast.
No,
Elz Tells on the
I
line.
don't see her as an influencer because again, I think that comes along with negative connotations.
That's your own problems, my friends.
I know that's probably on me.
In terms of the definition of an influencer, a person or thing that influences another is the basic.
I mean, yeah, that's like quite literally.
Right, there you go, the literal. Yeah. But then in marketing, it says a person with the ability to influence potential buyers of a product or service by promoting or recommending the items on social media.
Slightly off piece. Do you know my pet hate? People who think they can't be influenced. People who are like, I'm too good for influence. We all get influenced.
Yeah.
We all get, even your dad, right? When Jurgen Klopp is wearing that Liverpool hat,
and like, I like that.
Then I see your dad wandering around with the black hat with the Liverpool logo
100%.
on it for years. He's been influenced.
If you take like a Spotify algorithm, it's telling you what to listen to because it's pushing the music it wants you to hear. You know, it's like how you put it on shuffle and Sabrina Carpenter comes on even if you don't want it to.
Yeah.
Which I always wanted to, but you know what I mean? You're all being influenced by something. There are some people that I follow that I like absolutely just love watching and I look forward to them posting all the time. And so like when their video comes up, I just get like excited, and they may not have the most followers in the world. They might have like, you know, sometimes less than 1,000, but I'm like, oh, I wonder what they're doing today. There's this girlie I follow who like always gets her nails done and stuff. And I'm like, oh, what's she going to get done today?
That's and just people making content you like to see a lot. I follow some of those. The small time.
But I would be easily influenced by someone like that whose opinion I trust, but they don't necessarily have a lot of followers. I just like them and I follow them and I love what they make and what they share.
So you're saying follower count doesn't matter as much. For you, it's the content. Yeah,
exactly. I'll follow someone if they have literally 200 followers, but if they're posting stuff I like, then I'll follow it because I've been influenced by it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Especially like these days, I feel like, you know, if I go searching for like an unboxing of something like Disney, for example, someone's put up a really good review of it, I'll follow it because I want to see more of their reviews because I trust what they've said.
Mm.
I don't even look at the follower count to see if it's like, you know, I feel like some people think, oh, is it worth following that person? That kind of vibe.
Oh, I never look at that.
And I'm like,
never look at that.
I'm always that girly who's like liking, commenting. I'll follow if I want to follow. Like, yeah. I think that's
But
a good
I
thing to
suppose
do.
that's because you're coming at it from an influencer. Like, I'm just a consumer, and like I said, so
Right.
I'm not thinking that. When I'm looking at someone, I'm not thinking, ooh, are they worth following? I'm very much like, I just want to follow you because you're good. Do you monitor how many people you're following? Although, like, you don't look at someone's follower account when you're about to follow them, but do you monitor how many people you're following?
That's a really interesting question, because I do see a lot of accounts out there who, like, they'll have like 2,000 followers, but they'll be following 2,000 people. So they've done that follow for follow thing. It doesn't look good, I'm not going to lie, to like PR people, because obviously you've done a follow for follow. So it's not necessarily organic people following you. However, I don't monitor how many people I follow from the point of view of like, I don't think, oh, I'm not going to bother following them. I just follow the ones that I really want to see, because I feel like it's so hard to keep up with everyone's posts if you're following too many people. I've been on Instagram and things like that for so long. So many accounts are deactivated.
Yeah, people will come and go.
Not active anymore. So yeah, every now and again I go through and I'm like, oh, I'm going to unfollow that because they haven't posted since like 2020.
Yeah, but to be fair, I don't even think that's like an influencer thing. I unfollow people where I'm just like, I haven't seen you for ages.
But I also do sometimes follow people and then I think, oh, I don't actually like their content, and I do unfollow because it's my feed, and like I don't want to offend anyone by unfollowing, but at the same time sometimes I'll start following someone and like 2 months will go by and then I'll be like, I've just seen too much. Sometimes you just go off people, don't you? I followed like Stacey Solomon before. And then I thought, I don't know why, I'm just not feeling it.
I think I followed her and unfollowed her as well.
Yeah, just not feeling it.
I don't think it's that deep though. Like,
no, it's
like,
not.
who's deep in that? Because for me, it's no different to like changing the channel or switching a radio station.
Right.
Like, you're like, I just don't want to hear that. Just don't want to see that.
But some people in the sort of like Disney community do deep that, and they would take that personally. Whereas I don't take that personally.
Yeah, but you're not going to get everyone to like your content. Do you know what I mean?
100%. People do change their content. I mean, even for me, I guess, like when I first started, I would post things of like, you know, merch that I'd seen out in Primark or whatever.
Yeah.
And these days I barely even step foot into a Primark.
Too good for that.
No, I love Primark.
No, you literally messaged me the other day being like, there's a Primark on Oxford Street.
Yeah, I'm buzzing.
Oh, yeah,
it's just because we live quite far away from our like most local Primark, so we just don't go shopping as much anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised if people from 5 years ago don't follow me now, and I'm a different person and we will grow. I appreciate if you have been here a long time. Thank you very much. My tips, I feel like this is what people would want to hear.
Juicy tips.
I'm just
how to
assuming.
get started.
Yeah, on how to get started and blah blah.
So say you're like me, I'm a nobody. I think I've literally got like 300 followers.
Okay.
I'm amazed I've even got that.
Okay.
I think I follow like 3,000 people. How do I start?
Firstly, my most important thing is post what you want to post and what you enjoy making, because then the right people will find you. I know it sounds very sort of like arty or whatever.
No,
and
that
like,
makes sense. It's going to feel like a chore if you're not enjoying what you're making.
Right.
And no one's going to engage with something that you think is boring.
For example, this podcast, it may not get the most views of things I could post, right? So for example, I'm fully aware that sometimes I will post a Disney unboxing, it will be just my hands, it will be a viral song, and the video will do really well. I don't post a lot of that content. It's not what I enjoy making. I enjoy sitting with you. We might get over 100 views on this. I'm like, wow, 100 people have sat down and listened to us speak for an hour, utter tripe and trash. Yeah. But I appreciate it because we have fun making it. We have fun chatting. I love that we've got this little community on here, and I really appreciate you guys watching and listening because it's the stuff that I love to create. I love unboxing Disney stuff and I love buying merch, obviously.
Genuine. So be genuine with your content.
Genuine authentication.
So you have to like what you're posting.
Yeah, and be authentic about it and not think too much. I think, okay, so I started my Disney stuff before you were even really called like a content creator or anything like that. These days, people will start a page because they want to be a content creator, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
I see that all the time.
There's nothing wrong with that. But you do have to find what you like to post. Don't think too much about it. I feel like people get so wrapped up in the algorithms. I have been through the ebbs and flows of years and years of social media, guys. Sometimes your engagement will be rubbish. Sometimes it will be great. Sometimes you get loads of brands messaging you. Sometimes you'll get nothing. That is honestly just the way it goes. I have seen brands and pages come and go. You've just got to keep going. You know, as lame as that sounds, you just got to keep going. So everyone talks about like a niche. In theory, my niche would be like Disney. But in my opinion, the niche is you, which I know sounds very like inspiring. Wow. Put that on a poster.
This is marketing 101. People paying for this at Harvard.
Put that on a poster.
Yeah.
This is free content.
I'm in a TED talk. Go.
No, you're in an Elz talk. There are so many people out there with the niche of Disney, but they don't have it from your perspective. And I think it's important to remember that. Don't get too caught up in everything. Just post, be you, be authentic, post what you love.
I must say, I would follow for the person, not for the... Because like you say, there are so many Disney content creators out there. I would follow for the person.
Post to enjoy and to connect with others, not for the hashtag gifts. However, there are some things that you can do though to make yourself accessible to brands, okay? Which I think is an important step for a lot of people because...
So don't think about brands, but think about brands, right?
No.
So, right.
Think about visibility.
Right. Be accessible to brands, but don't think about posting for brands.
Exactly.
Right.
You're not posting to impress. You don't want to post just because you want to build followers. They will come. Build it and they will come.
Don't be a beg.
Yes, don't be a beg.
Don't be a beg. I must say, because you can spot a beg.
You can spot a beg.
When you spot a beg in the comments of some, like, you know, I would love to receive something like this.
Well,
I do see begs in comments.
I get a lot of comments like, how do I get gifts? And I'm like, you're kind of missing the point. Don't get me wrong, gifts are really nice, but I would be doing this and making the content, gifts or not.
Oh, defo.
Gifts or not. I've done it for years. Number one, put your email in your bio. Make it really clear, easy to contact. I know a lot of people on like Instagram have the email button turned on. I don't think that's as important. I don't have mine turned on. Just have your email there because realistically, how many PR companies are on their phone and going to press that to take them to their mail app? They're probably on their personal phone and then it will take them to that. See what I'm saying? Just little things like that that can just speed up the process. So just have your email there ready. They can copy and paste it from a computer browser in the office. Done, contactable. Location in your bio. It can just say UK. Some people just have a flag of where they are. That's really helpful. A lot of people will still think you're in the US. I just put UK because a lot of opportunities come up in London and I feel like if I put that I wasn't from London, it might deter them from inviting me. Not sure. It's all just theory. This is all just my opinion as well.
Well, you want people to know where you're from because before I follow someone, I would like to know...
Are they Spanish? Are they going to speak in Spanish?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to follow a page that's not speaking in my language. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Then also, while we were saying like, don't be a beg, there also is a thing of tag and support the brands that you like because you want them to know who you are.
Be visible, don't be a beg.
Visible, not a beg.
Credible, visible.
Yeah, credible, visible, authentic, not a beg. Basically...
It already sounds hard.
So, no, it's not though. All you have to do is, for example, I'm unboxing a Disney Store thing because I love Disney Store and I bought something I like, but I'll tag Disney Store in it because then they know I exist.
You want them to see it.
If that's what you want to do. If you want to be influencer kind of girly, then I would recommend tagging the brands that you want to get involved in because it shows that you've got a genuine love for what they're making because you've invested in it yourself. You know, doing it because I genuinely want to support them. Keep watching the rest of this episode and we'll get into more of my experiences with PR and things like that. So something I forgot to mention as well is in your bio, you should have your niche. Mine's Disney. So I'd put Disney in my bio. I'd put Star Wars in my bio. I think I might have Pixar in there as well. If someone is searching for you, you come up. So if someone's searching Disney, I'm more likely to be found because I've got Disney there.
So you're talking about SEO right now, which is search engine optimization.
Correct.
And this comes under your being visible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can actually be found by the algorithm, by people just searching Disney, Pixar.
Yeah.
Into Instagram or Google or anything.
And same with YouTube. Like, you know, in my description of the videos, I will write Disney, Pixar, like that kind of thing. It can be like naturally written in there, like, Disney unboxing, so excited for this, because if people are then searching for a Disney unboxing, you're going to come up. It seems obvious, but it's also not. Something
that you always talk about, consistency. You haven't said it.
You're so right.
Every day. And you've posted every day to no one at times.
Don't get me wrong, different platforms are different. Instagram is one where posting every day is really good. Every now and again, I'll take a Sunday off of posting, but I post every single day. Tried with YouTube for years. Let's be real, guys. It is a tough cookie to crack. I still don't think I've done it personally. Find it harder to be consistent on YouTube because it requires so much. And I don't want to just be posting on YouTube the same stuff that I would put on Instagram, but in a different way. Like on Instagram or TikTok, it's quite a quick video. So I feel like you get to know me more on YouTube. Consistency is important. If I enjoy the content, then they will enjoy the content, kind of vibes.
You've like missed out just the stuff that you take for granted in terms of in focus, decent photos, good lighting. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think you
Yeah.
skipped over like the actual fundamentals of like, no one's gonna like a dark, blurry photo on Instagram.
Well, not on Instagram, but
know
I
what I
do
mean?
find that sometimes some of the worst content is what does well on TikTok. We've just hit 800 monthly listeners on Spotify for Ellie and Nick on our music. It is because I have been posting the most trash TikToks, zero effort, memeable stuff.
That's where you need to know the audience of the app, though, don't you? Because you say
Yeah.
YouTube is more of the long form, where people can watch something longer and get their teeth into it. You know what I mean? Whilst they work or something
Yeah,
like
you're
that, put
right.
it on the background. TikTok needs to be brain rot. It needs to be
Yeah.
because people are swiping whilst they're doing something, either on a lunch break, on the toilet, or but just
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
to just brain
in
rot.
bed at night and
Yeah.
they just want to escape.
Just looking to do escape. So it needs to be engaging. Otherwise, they're just one small swipe of their
Yeah.
thumb and they're on to the next
I
thing.
think you can be a lot more unserious on TikTok.
Yeah. Whereas Instagram did venture into a bit like a TikTok with Reels, but it seems to have come back to a photo app. But you talk about the basics. But like, if you're going to do talking videos, be confident. Like, I feel like it's me giving the tips now.
Well, go ahead. What do you think? Well, what are you looking for?
This is what I want to follow, right? I don't want to see someone who's like, here's my gaming chair. Unless I'm watching some satire.
But I think that's where the
like,
authentic passion comes from, because it's like, if I'm excited, you'll get excited.
Yeah.
If I'm loving something, you're going to be like, oh, that's cute. They're really enjoying that. Yeah, that looks good.
But don't be fake excited, because people hate ads. Like,
Agree.
I hate an ad. Like, if someone's being there like, look at Clash of Clans. Like, and I'm like, this is an ad. I'm switching off right now. I'm scrolling.
As an influencer girly, I'm not like that. I support ads when I see them because I know how hard it is.
Ads from people, ads from brands I'm talking about.
Okay.
If I'm actually seeing
Yeah,
the Clash
I
of
get
Clans
you.
official coming up, I'm like, no. No, obviously, if it's some like small time someone, I know, because that would be like, oh, that's a paid like promotional thing for them. Fair play.
Yeah, it's really important to support the ads of the content creators that you like, because that's what's keeping them going.
Yes.
And for me, and being a girly who understands, I mean, I like and comment on stuff anyway because I love supporting people and I think it's really nice. And yeah, I hope that people appreciate it the way that I appreciate it when people do it to my videos. Ads especially, I will always watch the video and comment, especially if it's something that I obviously enjoy as well, like Disney or Pokemon or something. If I like the influencer, then I trust what they're saying and that they've chosen the brand they want to work with because they believe in it. Yeah, I want them to do well. But that's how I think of it, because I'm in the other side of it as well. I want to talk a bit about my journey.
Oh,
my journey.
this is going to be inspirational.
Back in the day, I had other YouTube accounts. I had Ellie Smart Music. I had something called That Girl Ellie Ray.
Right, but so did everyone. Like, I don't want to think like you're like some, I've been trying this for years.
I have.
But everyone had a YouTube channel. Like me, I was posting videos of me in like year 7 singing my little guitar. If I could walk 100 miles. Do you know what I mean? I remember doing a Snow Patrol cover. Jason
Yeah, but
and
that's
Raz,
a
I'm
music
yours.
thing, because there was a thing at the time where everyone wanted to be the next Justin Bieber.
I know, but,
'Cause
but
he was
also
discovered
with
on
gaming
the
stuff,
line.
every guy also wanted to be the next pro gamer.
Did they though?
Yeah, me and all my mates had YouTube channels. We probably still do. That was the millennial thing. Bebo, Facebook, MySpace,
Okay.
all that stuff. Everybody had a YouTube channel. Your early stuff is hilarious though. That Girl Ellie Ray, some hilarious videos.
Yeah, they're all offline.
Didn't you make a video of your little panda plush, like going to a park?
Yeah, falling
Falling
in love with a unicorn.
Yeah.
really
you had
good.
some elite early content.
Quality stuff.
Yeah, but that worked back then because that was back in the day of Vine and just stupid
It was
YouTube.
so trash. And then I started finding Disney accounts, adult people who love Disney. Like, I was like, wow, this is so cool. So I made my own account. It was originally called Disney Elz. But I changed the name of it quite recently because everyone started freaking out about the copyright thing of having Disney in the name. Became Elz Smart.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, my follower account obviously started at niche.
As everyone's
Absolutely
does.
nothing. And then,
I think you followed yourself on your first like 7 accounts, didn't you?
yeah, of course.
You had like all your other accounts.
Yeah, of course. Like Ellie Smart Music was following it. A lot. It was a weird time because Reels didn't even exist.
No.
And this is what I mean by like social media ever changing, is like Reels didn't exist when I started Instagram, TikTok wasn't a thing. It's crazy when you put it like that, like how quickly it changes and how you have to adapt. Let's talk about gifting, okay? I got so many questions of people saying, how do you get gifts? How do you do it? Blah, blah, blah. Genuinely, you get an email. It is that simple.
It's a gift.
It really is that simple. That's why I just say have your email in your bio, because you get sent an email and it will say, hi, we've got this thing coming in and would you like to be given one? Please can I have your address?
I want to talk about like nice versus like not great gifting. The worst gifting is when they like ask you, which I don't even think they're allowed to do, right? But you know when you get some people or some like brands who want to gift you something and then start telling you what to do with it, start telling you to post with it.
Right.
That feels cheeky, where it's just like...
It is.
It's like, you're either gifting me something and I will post about it if I want to,
the reason I think this is important to talk about is because if you are then at the stage where you are getting gifted stuff, you also don't want them to take advantage of you. So I do think it's important to talk about. Sometimes you'll be gifted something and they'll say, oh, and here's the content guidelines and here's the approval. And it's like, no.
There shouldn't be any approval for a gift.
No.
Yeah.
A gift is a gift and you can do what you want with that gift. There's not even really an obligation to post about it.
No, definitely not.
Some people in their thing, so you get different PR companies and things like that. So it's relatively rare that you work with the same one because, you know, different brands use different things. If there's a collaboration, you might hear from the licensee person rather than the actual license that they're doing.
I know sometimes you've been put off when like a brand will reach out and you'll think, oh, that's really nice. And then, they, like you say, they start saying, well, here's the guidelines, here's the approvals. And you're like, what do you mean approvals?
Then
what do you mean?
like, what do you mean?
What do you mean approvals?
Then I feel like you're losing the authenticity because they're giving you guidelines, right?
We're slipping into ad territory then.
Yeah, I only feel like that's fair if you're actually paying for an ad, because then, of course, they have certain things they want you to highlight about a product. Fair enough. Yeah, I do feel like there should be a distinction there between like a PR gift and a not.
Yeah.
However, some people will make it very clear before they send the PR gift that that is what they want. But I have been in situations myself where I'll say, yeah, sure, like looks great, would love to post about that. It looks like a really cool product. Later on, they'll be like, cool, so here are the guidelines. And I'm like, oh, no, I didn't agree to that. So just make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. PR companies are often used because they want to safeguard the reputation of who they are representing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, you were about to say obviously, weren't you?
Obviously, yeah.
But it's not necessarily obvious, is it? When I was first coming into this world, I was like, what?
You thought Disney were going to be reaching out. Disney is not, I suppose if you're looking to break the myth, Disney is not reaching out to anybody. Often it's the PR company for these paid brand things. I'm sure Disney is messaging people and sending stuff out for odd occasions. But if you're talking about paid opportunities and paid campaigns and ad campaigns, they are being run through PR companies.
Right.
Because they are protecting Disney, because they're doing all the finding of all the influencers, they're signing all the contracts with the influencers and doing all of the money and everything to protect Disney.
Right.
And also because I think they haven't got the time really to be dealing with finding all these influencers and all that stuff.
So really important to say that businesses will change as well. So like I've worked with people who are like small businesses or like bigger businesses and all that. And some of them don't even exist anymore. They're shut down for various reasons, whatever, like don't really know the tea, but shut down. Basically, it's not personal. I've seen some people get like upset that they haven't been part of a campaign that they feel like is perfect for them, which I think you just can't take any of that personally. Like,
again, yeah,
it's not personal.
Yeah, it's like
they're not sat there purposely leaving you out.
Like, yeah, if you're deep in like an unfollow thing as well, because you have to remember that's literally just some person in an office job, 9 to 5. Their job is as they work in marketing in a PR company, and they've got a list, and there will be thousands of other people like you posting about Disney. And they just need to choose the ones that they either want, you know.
But I also think it is important for you as your own person as well to accept the gifts that you actually want and that you actually care about, because like I've been offered stuff in the past where I've said no. And I think people would be surprised the amount of things I've actually said no to as well. I want to keep my platform things that I 100% believe in, that I want to share. So even if you see a sort of ad from me, it'll always be a genuine ad. It's because I've taken it on because I want to. An important thing to mention is tax. Boring.
This is boring.
Long story short, you pay tax on everything that you get gifted, or you should if you ain't other people out there. I think that's important to know because yes, you are getting a free gift, but you are also paying tax on it. You should really want it because you're paying for it one way or another, you know? Like labeling things as ad.
So you're talking about like ASA guidelines. So what is that?
In the UK, we have ASA guidelines.
Advertising Standards Agency. Yeah.
Yes. That means that you have to make it really clear when you've been gifted something, or if you've been paid to say something, or if something's sponsored. There are quite easy sort of flow charts online, but essentially it should say ad or hashtag ad at the start of the caption. So a lot of people are a bit cheeky with it and they don't do that, and they put it at the bottom of their caption or something. And that is technically wrong.
Yeah, it feels sly then as well, because the whole point of that is to protect the consumer.
Right, so you know it's an ad.
Yeah, so they know they're being influenced by someone who's being paid to influence them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if someone's saying, oh my goodness, look at my Stanley Cup. Like, are they genuinely buzzing about their Stanley Cup?
Have they bought it?
Or is it hashtag ad and Stanley have paid them to tell you that they like their Stanley Cup?
Yeah.
So then you can gauge for yourself like the authenticity of what you're watching.
Exactly.
And if you're hiding that, one, you're not complying with
it's like
ASA,
how you see like Davina McCall on the telly promoting Garnier hair products.
Yeah.
Right? But you know she's been paid for that ad. So when she's going, this is the softest my hair has ever been.
Yeah, but it's
like,
easy with TV because you know it's an ad on TV.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we're in an ad break. Whereas it's
Exactly.
difficult with your feed as you're just scrolling through stuff to be
Yes,
like,
to
is this ad?
recognise it.
Is this not? Yeah.
You also have social media guidelines. And I think this is really important too. So on TikTok and Instagram and even on YouTube, there is also a toggle you have to turn on when you are paid to promote. So you'll see it come up on Instagram. It will be just under your name and it will say paid partnership. But that has to be on even if it's a gift. Because Instagram considers that a perk, like something that you've been given.
You're benefiting. You've been advantaged.
Yeah, it's
in
a
some
gift,
way.
almost like in kind. It's a benefit.
And each platform has its own guidelines and rules. So you have to on each platform you're posting on, you got to know what their rules are around being gifted and promoted.
Well, and their rules are turn the toggle on or we can shut down your account. And I think there are a lot of people out there who don't realise how serious that is and they don't follow it. And I think that's a mistake. You know what? I've seen so many people say that putting ad on stuff depletes the engagement, which it definitely does. But it doesn't matter. It's not worth risking your account over.
I mean, arguably, bare bones of it, it is probably a level of fraud, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Whoa.
Is that why they're closing down the account? Do you know what I mean?
Instagram and all that have a responsibility to the consumer. It's not fake ads and stuff. You know, like Facebook had loads of fake ads for a while and all that.
Yeah.
It's that same territory. Terrible. I want to talk about affiliate. So what do you understand an affiliate to be? So if it says...
Is affiliate different to a partner?
Yes and no.
Because, explain to me. I'm a noob.
So a partner is someone who has a long-term relationship with a brand.
Paid or can be unpaid?
Likely paid.
Right.
Can be unpaid. An affiliate is someone who has their own link and they will get a percentage for the amount of people who buy through that link.
Right. A kickback.
Yeah.
If you buy it through their link, they'll get a little kickback.
Yeah, so it's never usually more than like 10%. That's probably the highest I've ever seen.
That's mad profit, yeah.
Yeah, most likely it's more like 3 to 4%.
Which is still very generous. Like, is
it though?
Yeah, but God, I mean, how much of that business profits do you want to take off them? Do you know what I mean?
Like,
they're going to their website to shop through your link.
I'll give you an example. I have been offered many times in the past, oh, here's a gifted collaboration. But if you accept this product, you can sign up to our affiliate thing and everything sold through your link, you'll get a kickback for. So instead of paying for the promotion, you have to do all the work, sign up to the affiliate thing, set up your link, set up your profile, all the stuff. In my personal experience, not worth it. Not worth it. You get literally tuppence. Tuppence a bag.
Tuppence?
No, but the other thing, then they can track everything that goes through the link and blah, blah, blah. And then usually their platform doesn't let you take the money out unless you hit 50 quid or 60 quid. So how much, if you've got 3%, are you going to have to sell and make to hit that 50 quid?
Get the grind on.
But if you're trying to promote a product that's a fiver, that's a lot of 3% you're going to have to hit to get 50 quid to export it out of that account, out of the platform. So I found that I've probably still got out there 5 or so different affiliate platforms that have like a couple of quid in that I can't get out. Waste of my time. So you've got to think, is it worth it? Is it going to actually get you enough money to get it out? They've also then got all your data. locked into their platform. So they've got all of your like email address, your analytics. Often you're giving them access to the back analytics of your whole page, not just of the post, of your whole page. So you've got to be very careful what you sign up to and where you want that information to go.
Would you recommend affiliates on the whole?
No,
you don't think it's worth it?
There are a couple of ones that I've been on in the past that have been great. So I was on a Spectrum affiliate thing. They've stopped doing Disney stuff now and they've changed platform completely and moved away from that vibe, which is the only reason why that kind of ended. They did offer me to move across, but obviously there's not Disney, so I'm going to stay authentic. I was only in it for the Disney, let's be real.
And they did some good Disney brushes
and
stuff like that for a while. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing stuff. And the affiliate thing was extremely generous, easy to use, and there was no minimum. Brilliant. Absolutely amazingly run. Great affiliate thing. Overall though, not worth it, in my opinion. The other thing is that I will say though is that some people are like almost scared to use an affiliate link. You know, it comes up and it says like affiliate link. Some people instead will go out.
As a consumer, you think you're being conned. Like,
you'll kind of leave the app and go and search it yourself instead. Don't do that. Use the affiliate link for the influencer who has influenced you. If you've gone, wow, that's really cool, buy it through that link.
Yeah, because you're taking away their kickback.
Exactly. They've done the work and they've influenced you in a nice way. You know, they're promoting it because they want to. Help them out and give them that couple of quid, because it doesn't make a difference to you, but it makes a difference to the influencer.
I must say, I've never used an affiliate link.
I use them all the time, as much as I can.
That's
Even
nice.
if I see something that I'm buying from a website, I will go and look and see if anyone that I follow has an affiliate link in their bio, so that I can buy through there so they get a kickback. And also, usually, more often than not, you get a discount code as well.
You talked about partners, you talked about affiliates, ambassadors. What are brand ambassadors?
Ambassadors.
What's going on there?
Kind of like a partner. They essentially represent the brand for a long period of time.
For a set period, isn't it? Like you're ambassador for a year.
Yeah.
And they sign you up for it.
Exactly. It's usually quite a long period of time.
And they'll be getting some benefits for it.
Yeah, so more often than not, they'll be paid or at least gifted a lot of things. So I see it sometimes with smaller own brands. You'll see ambassadors who like a gift box once every 3 months.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But usually, you're at least being gifted often or paid. So I was an ambassador for Spectrum and I was on their affiliate thing. We had a long-term relationship, but they gifted me things and I got the kickback of being an affiliate rather than ever being explicitly paid. Now I want to talk about events. Once again, I get so many messages about how to be invited to events.
Like gifts, they just seem to come in.
You just get an email. Usually it's different people all the time because different people are hosting different things and different PR companies are put in charge of it. And you literally just get an email. And it sounds so lame to be like, you know, I wish there was some like magic sauce for people who like wanted the help. But there isn't. Just keep posting.
I must say, the only thing about them, they all seem to be lastminute.com. They all seem to be like
a lot of them
next week or 2 weeks' time. There's never like in 6 months' time, we're going to invite you to. Do you know what I mean?
Right. It is out of the blue.
I must say, it's almost available only really to people who are flexible enough to go to them. Do you know what I mean?
That makes sense, yeah. And they're at random times as well. I've been to stuff at 9 a.m. I've been to stuff at 7 p.m. Like,
it feels almost drop of a hat.
I've been asked by someone, have you been invited to this? I'll say no. Then they'll say, oh, I was going to go with so-and-so, but they can't go. And then I'll get an invite. So like I'm down the pecking order.
I must say, yeah, maybe that's why it's last minute, because you are Mr. Last
exactly.
Option.
And I always come.
I think if you want to start going to events, it's probably that you'll probably have to accept at the start you're going to be like the 10th person they've asked.
I'm just happy to be there.
Be the reliable last option.
You call me,
right,
with at least 4 hours before, I'm there.
I think that's an okay reputation to have.
I'm enthusiastic.
Be there at the opening of an envelope.
Jump, how high? Amazing experiences. Like, I've got to say, money can't buy. This isn't a boast. This is just genuinely how it feels. Money can't buy experiences. And we get to experience stuff that I am fully aware I am so lucky to be invited to.
Money can't buy, but it costs money.
But it costs us money. This is what I was going to say. So I know that there are some people out there who would ask for sort of like travel expenses and stuff like that, which sometimes get accepted or denied. Like, I'm not really sure. from my point of view, I pay to go. Like, we pay to go.
Because we'd
in
want to go
terms
to
of
yeah, and
we pay for, like, you know, the petrol. We don't live in London, and I think, you know, I've had discussions with people before who live sort of like up north. It costs them a lot of money to go to events, because obviously the travel, we prefer to drive because trains and all that are so unreliable.
You've never asked for your travel expenses or anything like that. And I think personally, as someone who's outside of the circle and all that stuff like that, I think that's the right thing. So again, being that easy to work with, drop of a hat, kind of.
I'm just happy to go.
I'm
so I'll
easy
pay.
to work with.
There's sort of like murmurings in the community sometimes of feeling like you should be paid because you are promoting something. And so you're doing the marketing and that kind of thing, which, yes, but also if I'm being invited to something amazing, or same thing goes for gifting, right? Some people believe that you should be paid rather than just gifted something because you're putting in work to promote something. But I'm like, yeah, but sometimes I just want to do it. Especially, like, I love a lot of small businesses. I just want to be supportive of them, and if they want to send me a gift and would like some content back, I'm going to make the best content ever.
I think, you know, I agree to a point on some of that stuff. Like, I think when we're talking about the level of macro influencers, right? If you are reaching out to millions of people or hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people,
okay, that's fair.
You cannot expect a brand to just say, "Oh, promote that for free," because you just go, "No, I have a massive following here that's credible and worth something." I think the difficulty.
Are you saying I'm not credible?
No, I think the
something?
difficulty is when that logic then gets applied to micro or nano influencers, who are then kind of expecting, "Well, I want my travel expenses back." If I'm coming to promote this for you, and it's just like, whoa, Han. That brand can find someone else of similar size very easily to do that for free. So I think, yes, I totally agree. Like, you influencers are putting in a lot of time and a lot of effort to get these stuff, and these brands are getting something back from you. But I think if you're a 10 to 15k kind of thinking, I deserve to get paid for this, you know, if you're sending me this, I'm not taking gifted things, it's kind of just like, okay, well, I'm sure they could find someone else to gift that to. There's going to be rough with the smooth. I'm not saying you don't deserve to be paid. You just have to take a bit of the rough with the smooth. It swings and roundabouts. It's horses for courses. You know, it's not going to be every single time. It's going to be, you're going to be paid for everyone, and you shouldn't accept a gift every single time either. But you can't just then be like, hardline, I ain't working with gifts, I ain't going anywhere that my expenses being paid. 'Cause it's like, whoa. You're not a big time. You're not a macro influencer. Like, we're not bringing in someone from Made in Chelsea.
Moving on to getting paid then, in general. So for posting, etc. And obviously I sign things. Also, a lot of the emails sometimes will say, like, don't share this with anyone. Confidential. Don't mention this to anyone. So it is a thing as well of, like, you have to be careful what you share.
I think in terms of getting paid, it's platform dependent. YouTube, you will be getting paid for your content and ads or monetizing your account,
but I'm not being paid.
No, absolutely no. But as not you. But as content creators on YouTube, they are getting paid and revenue from views and engagement. So, whereas let's look at a different platform like TikTok, they don't work like that. You're talking about almost paid things, working with brands.
But TikTok, you do get paid, but there are more parameters. On TikTok, you have to, in order to get paid through this program that you can apply for once you have 10,000 followers, you have to have videos that are over a minute long, they have original audio, and then they also have views that count on it. So it only counts if it's on the For You page. So if it's on the following page from someone I follow and I watch it, they don't get paid, which is crazy. You've also got things like view retention and things like that it takes into account. So it's actually very difficult to get paid any kind of money on TikTok, but when you do, it can be great. I personally have not made over £50 on TikTok.
I've never used my following page. Do you on TikTok? I'm always
do
just on my FYP.
If I think I haven't seen people I've followed for ages, then I change it. But I'm usually on my For You page. YouTube can be a good earner, but you have to hit certain parameters before you can sign up to their paid thing, which I have not personally hit yet. I don't get any money from that. We don't get any money from the podcast or anything like that. Like, we do it all out of love. You've also then got Instagram. Now, I don't get paid for anything on Instagram unless it's a paid ad, at which point you will know because it says #ad. So it doesn't say #ad gifted, it says #ad. I have also previously been paid for some like presenting style things, which I absolutely adore doing. Some live streams in the past. I did a Star Wars live stream, and yeah, lots of like really fun, good things. I can't really speak specifically
How much you get paid?
But I can go from smallest to largest.
Well, I suppose I would just say this. It depends on the size of the brand. You are not going to expect a small company
independent business
to be shelling out 4 figures on a single stream. Have seen, and like I said, I have seen, you have experienced that the big boys, they would shell out a 4-figure on just a stream. Do you know what I mean? Just be like, come work for us for just a couple of hours.
Yes.
And it equates to that.
But that has only happened
a handful of times.
Yeah, a handful of times a few years ago. So the smallest that I was paid when I first started was like 25 quid for a post. You're ready to laugh. What are you smiling for?
Well, you were buzzing at the time.
Well, yeah, I am.
You were buzzing.
I'm just explaining my journey.
Yeah.
And then...
Here she goes. Inspiration.
Here she goes.
Untapped talent. Here we go.
Biggest I've ever been paid, if we're talking per video though, so usually it'll be like a sort of bundle of videos or something, or like a bundle of posts. So kind of per video, I think it breaks down to about 300 quid a video. Yeah, somewhere like 350 quid like a video. But that is like rare. And I don't do a lot of paid ads because, to be honest, guys, I either don't get offered them a whole lot or they're not for me. I've been offered things in the past that just aren't for me. Quite obvious, I am not a rich girly. I think it is a common misconception that influencers get paid loads and loads. There are those people out there, and I think in America they do a lot better. Even their like sort of gifting bundles are bigger, and their TikToks seem to be bigger, and like it seems to be more of a thing over there.
But I think the companies over there really, not that they undervalue it here in the UK, but I think they really take it seriously. Like they take influencer marketing because they realise that's probably easier or better or more effective than just slapping it on the side of a double-decker bus. You've got to remember, America is such a big country. If you slap an advert on the side of a bus that's going around a tiny town, it's not going to pass people, whereas social media over there needs to reach lots of people.
Yeah.
UK's a tiny little island with only a few cities. There are different ways to market.
So just to clarify, I'm not rich. It's kind of like the music thing. Do it a lot for the love. And every now and again I get an ad that I'm really grateful for. And obviously I would hope that in the future, like it would be really nice to be paid for things, but it's not the be all and end all.
I don't think I expect any micro influencer to be rich. I'm never looking at someone who's like 100k or less and thinking, oh, they're loaded. It's only the macro influence, really, isn't it? It's only the big players where I'm like GK Barry, I imagine she's rich. You know what I mean? Because that's big time.
Well, I get comments about like my room. Oh, you must be rich. You've got all that stuff.
I mean, this has taken years. This has been like you since year 11 trying to buy cuddlies.
Secondhand stuff and blah, blah. Like if you've heard our Get to Know Us episode, then you'll know that like I still live with my parents. Like we both live with my parents. Like we're not rich. We're literally, we've got nothing
And this
left.
is birthdays and Christmases and your money when you get jobs and people buying gifts, like you say.
How do you feel about if an influencer was gifted an item and then they sell it online?
Literally don't care. One, it's gifted to them so they can do what they want. They own it,
True.
right? So if you've been gifted something, it's the same principle as getting upset as say you gift your sister something and you see her sell it and you're like, I gave you that, but once you've gifted it to her, it's her thing to sell and do what she wants with it.
Okay, fair. People could see it as inauthentic to accept something and then you're selling it literally the day after on Vinted.
Yeah, and they're yes, they're benefiting off it as well in the sense of they're double benefiting because they've been given it, can promote about it, and then can just sell it on. I don't get twisted up about it. I don't get that.
No,
upset.
it doesn't bother me. I think, do we want with it, really?
I think it's cooler when people give it away. I must say, fair enough, if you want to sell it because you want to get the dollar out of it. I think it's cooler when I see someone get gifted something. I'm talking about gamers now as well, who might get gifted a chair, gifted an amazing headphones or a microphone, right? They don't need it. They've got an amazing setup. So they then gift it, like they then run a giveaway or something. That I think is cooler. I think if you're starting to get gifted stuff and you think, I don't want this, just bundle it up and give it away and just get loads of engagement.
I mean, one of the things that you do get sometimes at events is like goodie bags. Really cool. But sometimes it'll be things that I've already bought. Do you know what I mean? Because I buy a lot of things as well. So if it's something I've already bought, I either give it to charity, like Abs thing.
Yeah, giving it to a hospice, a local charity, that's fine.
Yeah.
Kids charity.
Or I will offer it to family and friends, wrap it up for Christmas because we always do like a sort of lucky dip thing at Christmas. Like it's still being like used. I don't feel guilty for selling it.
Again, you're not selling it to get money out of it. You've given it to a family friend who has a little child who loves Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And you were literally given it. You don't want it. It's not like you don't like Lilo and Stitch. I mean, you literally got a massive Stitch plush there.
When the Lilo and Stitch film came out, I got so many like duplicate things,
Yeah.
which was really nice. But it just meant
But because you bought it, like you
yeah,
legit bought.
I already had it, so it's like
Yeah.
I'll happily give that away, and it makes someone's day to like get that stuff, and it made my day getting it. But if I've already got it, I don't need another one. Because also sometimes things will just turn up at your door and you didn't know it was coming. If you're already on a sort of PR list or they already have your address, sometimes stuff will just show up. So the last thing I do want to mention though is the community.
I want to mention that. But I mean, I suppose you're going to talk about other influencers you meet. I love the people from the PR companies and the staff who meet.
Yeah,
I
very
love
true.
the faces who invite you places again and again. Love them. And even like places from brands who like, you know, I'm thinking of you probably can't name anyone like that. So like just
don't name people.
Okay, but like okay, like obviously because they're not working with me, they're working with you. But I just love the name, hearing their name again. I just think, oh, that's so nice.
The people you meet in the Disney community and the PR people as well are just lovely. They're just normal people and they're just lovely. With the Disney community, it can get a bad rep sometimes for being a bit toxic. And I just think, guys,
there are corners, as there will be in any circles.
Exactly. It happens everywhere you go. You get the goodies and you get the baddies. Just like stay out of any like drama. I don't know. I
don't get involved.
I don't really get involved in any of the drama, so it's quite easy for me to be like, everyone's lovely, because like I try my best to be lovely to everyone. Like, sorry if you haven't had that experience with me. I would hope you have. I do get a lot of people say that not that I'm not approachable, but that I'm always busy. In it.
Well, that's
when we go to events.
When you go to events, but you're there to work in effect.
Well, I'm just there doing my thing, getting my content. Like, I'm excited to be there. I want to make the videos. So I'm like,
and often you don't get loads of time. Like often it's like a slot, right? And so if you spend 15 minutes stood around chatting to people you've not seen for a while,
you might miss the shot.
Like often what we'll do is we'll go out for like food afterwards. Like if we meet some friends. We'll go to like Slim Chickens or something afterwards. Do you know what I mean? Like we'll catch up there. Like for the like hour or 2 hours that we get in the event.
Yeah, I'm in.
We want to film stuff. Like exactly. Like I don't want to be.
But it's because I'm genuinely excited because usually we're seeing like new products or like new things. So I'm like, oh, I can't wait. Take a picture of me here.
Yeah,
like,
and we're all there to work in effect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really fun, but it's also like you're there. Like I'm not under no illusions. You're there to get content to do a job. So I'm gonna get cute content.
Good work.
Some absolutely lovely people and some not so nice people. I just avoid anyone who I don't think is nice.
There are some faces I love seeing at each event and stuff like that. People I've gone away and added on Facebook because I'm just like, I love you're a good person.
I have met some of my most favourite people at events, and like one of my best friends, Chloe, we first met at an event.
And Dan, I love Dan.
Yeah, but I met Chloe first at an event.
But I've got a bromance with Dan.
We didn't know that Dan was waiting outside for her.
Yeah.
And then we met at the next event or something. But yeah, it was just, I found some of my best friends through that process. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that. And people are nice.
Be authentic and you'll get there.
Okay. Very nice, inspiring end to that. So
have you got a controversial corner for us?
It's time for Controversial Corner.
Very good.
Nice. What are your thoughts about Stitch being on all of the Disney merch? So if you go to Disneyland Paris now, Stitch is on everything.
Is it live action or OG Stitch?
OG Stitch.
I can kind of cope if it's OG Stitch. I mean, I've literally got a tattoo of Stitch on me.
I've seen a lot of people saying, like, is he suddenly the unofficial mascot of Disney? Like, why is Stitch suddenly everywhere?
I mean, he is big, isn't he? Like everyone knows Stitch. Like
now,
Mr. Worldwide.
But back in the day, that used to be underrated movie. Like that totally would have made my underrated movie list back in the day. No one was talking about Lilo and Stitch. Like 15 years ago, no one was talking about Lilo and Stitch. No one.
I just think he's zeitgeist at the moment. Like he's like.
Yeah, same. But so you're fine with him being on all the merch?
Yeah, because I mean, I've literally got a tattoo of him. He's like one of my favourite characters. He's good. Like he's actually a really good character.
I agree with that.
I mean, is he? You know, you say he's on all the merch. He's not at Fab 5 level, is he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is. Have you seen Disneyland Paris shops recently?
But he's not actually one of the Fab 5, is he?
No, but he's everywhere. That's what I'm saying. I have seen more Lilo and Stitch, well, especially Stitch merch, than I have Goofy merch or Donald Duck merch in the last few years. Definitely.
Yeah, but I'm sure if you added up over all time, the Fab 5 will.
Yeah, but I'm
100
saying
to 1.
right now, how do you feel about it?
He's probably just a bit hot. He's hot off the press. Let Stitch have his moment.
It's a bit like how Elsa's face was on everything for a minute.
Oh, completely.
On it.
Yeah, totally. No, I think it's fine. I think he's just having a hot sec. I'm sure it will change. I'm sure it's not going to be like that, like when we have kids and go there.
Don't know, it might be because they're doing another live action.
I don't know, yeah, but
We
I
might
think
be on Stitch 8.
Fab Five are eternal, aren't they? Like ethereal in
Eternal.
level of like Disney. Have you got a problem with
I
Stitch
haven't
being
got a
on
gripe.
everything?
I love Stitch being on everything. I just think, you know, we could mix it up a little bit. But only because I want to see a more spread out, a wide array of merch. I want Brother Bear. I want Emperor's New Groove. I want niche merch. I want Elio merch. It's a brand new film and they haven't put the merch on Disney Store UK.
All right, if not Stitch, who else would you put all over the stuff?
Everyone. Literally.
What do you mean, does everyone?
Everyone.
Right,
I
one
want to
person.
see.
You
I
can't
want to
just
see.
be everyone.
Right. I want Brother Bear merch immediately.
Yeah, but no one knows Coda.
Mulan.
Kenai.
Mushu. Everyone.
I mean, to be fair, I would be down for Mulan Mushu everywhere, all over everything.
The ice literally on my hat today.
I would
didn't even
literally
plan
be
that.
fine with Mushu being everywhere.
Mushu could easily be on so much more merch.
He's the next tattoo I want. I would actually like that, even just that little slide
Yeah.
little dragon. Just like, cool.
My hat. Cool. Is that everything? Also, if you haven't watched The Summer I Turned Pretty yet, you need to. Okay. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Elz Tells. Join us every Friday for a brand new episode. You can like, comment, and subscribe or follow, depending on where you are watching or listening. See you next time.
See you next time.